Alright. Another day, another stream. I do think that today... I think last time I mentioned doing Olbrig's quest next, but I think we're going to go to the Murky Grotto first. One, because we hit level 20 off of it. Guaranteed. Two, I want to see what loot drops. And if there's anything exciting, I have longer to use it the sooner I do this. So, away we go. Oh yeah, I need to move my other army back this way. I don't have mass teleport up for a while. Actually, she might be able to handle it. Levels this army. 7, she's 5. We'll see. We should have time to get some of our buffs and everything up before we actually have to fight the army, so we might be okay. Hey, good evening, Jeff. I don't know if they can reach me. I do want to buff up before. It'll be fine. It'll probably be fine.
This way.
Forgot what cloak she had. Oh, Blood Clarity. That's right. Main character had that on for a while, but... Oh, it's her buckler. Oh, that's neat. I thought there's a flower in the back, because I don't remember there being a flower on the back of her cloak. That's why I had to go take a look. Turns out it's just her buckler poking through. Is there anything here that I need? I don't know. He's really got anything new since we're in Act 5? I guess not. Most of the stuff looks like I think I sold him. I don't need rebound anymore. I don't need a ring of evasion either. On man's ring. I should give that to somebody. What does my main character have equipped? Oh, same thing. Hey, happy Monday, Matthew. Alright, so there's probably a handful of things here I should pick up. Wasn't it like crystallized rage or something? I don't know if I have a Scroll Scriber's kit. You have 8, I don't have 9. Let's grab that. What's the other one? Alchemist? Yeah. I have up to 6. Alright, so that's as high as that goes. Phoenix Feather is fairly rare. Gonna grab those. I should probably just go and grab everything. I can afford it. Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's on Steam or not, or for PC. Let me see. So it's probably wishlisted. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, I might do a let's play of that. Or several let's plays while I try to not die. When I was in elementary school, we had a couple computers in the classroom, and we were able to play Oregon Trail in the class. Let's just go grab everything. It's not going to bankrupt us, and there's nothing else we really need to buy at this stage, except for maybe some stuff from the skeletal salesman. Yeah, purifying solution is pretty important. So it looks like he does stack what he has. So it's like 99 every time? Maybe not, I don't know. But he has almost 400 purifying solutions. I'm assuming each act, whenever he updates his inventory, he just keeps stacking the ingredients. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for, the crystallized demonic rage. I don't think I've ever found chocolate ice cream. Is chocolate ice cream not in this game? More dinosaur bones. We'll go ahead and grab those. So we'll be coming back here. Once we're done with the Midnight Isles, this should be it. It's getting a little pricey. Let's not buy all those. We'll stick with these. The DLC, Midnight Isles, gives you a lot of money. Or at least a lot of stuff to sell.
Let's shake a leg.
Also gives you a ton of experience, so... we didn't rest up. That's okay. We'll probably be fine. So we don't have my spells. Does no one have their buffs? Oh, shucks. Alright, let's go rest up then. Level 19. We will hit level 20 this stream. So I can't make mind cleansing tea. I don't have any Axis crystals. Which, I assume you can't even get those in... the main game? The base game? I mean, +4 to all ability scores is really solid. That is the highest DC besides mind cleansing tea. Which would also boost our skill checks. Our damage, our attack. I have plenty of resources for it, so yeah, let's do it. I don't remember where you normally find the conflagrant taco at. We bought the recipe from this guy. Yeah, I thought we were going to hit the level cap last time, but we're right there. Let's see, let's try talking to these folks while we're here. Is a new act after all.
Forwards!
I'm sorry, did we not succeed the skill check for that? Or did I not actually select it? We failed by 1, so I didn't get that buff. Well, that sucks.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Hey, I can use that to reduce abyssal corruption, but we don't need to yet. I still want to use some of these spells to see what they look like.
Open your heart to me.
Ask nicely.
I should be using legendary proportions. I have a lot of dinosaur bones. A bowling update? I did really well for, what, 3 or 4 weeks. I was bowling in like the 160s, 180s. But the past couple of weeks, I've gone back downhill, back to my old average, like 140, 150. I think my average right now is about 150. Whoops, I made it cancel the first one. So, little hit or miss. I don't know what's changed the past couple of weeks, but I was knocking out of the park consistently for 3 or 4 weeks. Even hit 203 one time. Now I'm back down to like 135 to 150. Trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong.
My tail is restless.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I know, I was just on fire for a few weeks, like everything just clicked and then it stopped clicking. Like, I don't think I've bowled any different. I'm still hitting where I need to hit to knock them all down. It's just, it isn't. And then the ball has also started curving a little bit. It's not my ball, borrowing it from my dad. And, it's not meant to be I'm a straight bowler. It's not meant to be bowled straight. So I don't know if I stopped being able to manhandle it or what. It's like, I don't know. I'll figure it out though. I'll get back to where I was. I'll be back on top in no time.
Allow me.
I still need to do castings of this, don't I? It's both Bruchelai and Darren to have items to give freedom of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 less islands than last time. I have to keep in mind the one boss fight had that gimmick last time, so I need to be prepared for that. Yeah, I was thinking the final boss fight is going to either be the Hindry or the Helmsman, which I was thinking is going to be the Helmsman from the get-go. But now I'm wondering if it's going to be the whole boat. I feel like the final boss fight in Kingdom Hearts.
Off with your head! Cover me, all right?
I'll cut you wide open.
Oh yeah, you should look at these. Oh, 2 undertows. Alright, so every creature on this island suffers a -1 penalty on will saving throws. Every time it fails a will saving throw, it suffers 1d6 force damage. This effect can be removed by a dispel magic spell. An arcane undertow. There is infused with raw, unbridled magic. The casting level of all spells with acid, cold, electricity, fire, or sonic descriptors increased by 2. Whenever a creature casts an arcane spell, a tiny magic eater pseudo dragon appears. Okay, we've seen this one before. A lot of magic gear, though.
Trail me. Don't mind me.
And how his mirror image disappears. Yeah, because it's still active.
Let's have
I don't
some
see it around him,
fun.
so when I cast it again, then I'm wasting castings of it.
Out of my sight.
Oh, Red was taking a smackdown.
Slice. Behead.
Let's fix that real quick.
World in crimson.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
The spirits demand your blood. Disappear.
These guys are so annoying. I think they're worse in the, might admit the DLC mixed up with the base game. They always one-shot Nenio.
You are
Might be
today's
trapped, might be
sacrifice.
treasure.
Forced to surrender.
Tactical retreat. No.
That was annoying.
I will see to your demise.
Distract them from me.
Hey, there it is. Alright, level 20.
Tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Alright, so our Slayer gets what? A Slayer talent and Master Slayer. The 20th level, the Slayer becomes a master at capturing or killing his studied targets. As a standard action, he can make a single attack against a studied target at his full attack. He doesn't have studied target, though. The Imitator only has Quarry. How does this work? Or is it not supposed to be here? Either way, if the attack succeeds, the target takes damage normally and must succeed at a Fortitude saving throw or die. The DC for this save is 10 plus half the Slayer's level plus the Slayer's intelligence modifier. Can't be targeted by the ability more than once a day. Do I not get to make use of this? Does the Imitator just lose out on their capstone ability altogether? Making the class that much worse? Wasn't there a, what do I need? I think I have everything that I want, right? What else would I need? Oh, that's interesting. So Weakening Wound is pretty good. I'm afraid there was something that I needed. I don't remember what it was. So you could do the strength damage. I think the constitution damage is better. I'm going to select one of these. I feel like there's something else I needed. What was it? I mean, blind fight is always good. Why is arcane armor training recommended? I guess because I can cast spells as a trickster. But they don't have a arcane failure chance. Do I have just type critical in. Huh. Thought there's something that I needed, but I guess not. Okay, blind fight. Alright, what does she get? A hex. Not the most exciting. Another point of dexterity is always good. And here, like our current spell setup, I don't think there's anything I'd use metamagic for. A Fury might be worth it. I'll probably never use... I don't use any of her hexes, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, then Regil, what do you get, buddy? No capstone because it's only level 10. He gets Ardent, so there's that. And a point to dexterity. No, I've not finished Camelia's questline. The romance has progressed, excuse me, a little bit.
I don't steal. I encourage people to save the poor, helpless tieflings around the world. Starting with me.
So I think maybe that interrupted her quest line. So we do the romance first, and then the quest line will progress later. Alright, so he gets a rogue talent and a master strike. Upon reaching 20th level, a rogue becomes incredibly deadly when dealing sneak attack damage. Each time the rogue deals sneak attack damage, she can slay the target. The target receives a fortitude save to negate the death effect. The DC of the save is equal to 10 plus half the rogue's level, plus the rogue's dexterity modifier. See, that's a little bit better than the Slayer's version. The Slayer's use the intelligence modifier, but intelligence isn't going to be your primary attribute on a Slayer. It's going to be strength or dexterity. Dexterity is going to be your primary attribute on a rogue. You have a better chance of getting the insta-kill off with this guy. Still a shame, I don't think I can use it with my Slayer. I have to look into that. Pay attention to my combat log when I play through. I feel like... You take away the capstone ability for the Imitator. I mean, what do they have left, right? I might do blind... He doesn't have improved critical, does he? Well, I guess I don't really want it. Actually, this would be good. He's not built to crit, but two of my other companions are. So if he gets more, if they get more crits, he gets more attacks. So let's go with combat reflexes on him. He doesn't need a crit, he just needs to get attacks off. And then here, I don't know, Tarpool and Elemental Body 3. Right? Or Elemental Assessor. I don't think I've ever seen a scroll for Elemental Assessor, so let's go and grab it. Alright, Darren gets a final revelation. And a point into Charisma. Let's grab Polar Midnight. A solid spell. Wait, what's his final
Missed me
revelation?
already.
Is it here? The spells. What the heck? I don't know what his final revelation is. Alright, well, anyway, Urushlai gets favorite enemy, and Espionage Master. So as a standard action, make a single attack against a favorite enemy at her full attack bonus. If the attack hits, the target takes damage normally, and it's another instant kill effect. This time it uses Charisma as the stat check. A lot of instant kill effects in this party, if they proc. So I may as well put a point in Charisma for that, and it's plus 8. Trickery, Deception, Lord Nature, Knowledge Arcana. I guess Stealth? Everything else is covered. And favored enemies. Do we have any demons left? We don't. Okay. I think lore-wise should be good against... I mean, outsiders would work. Oh, she already has humans. Okay, so that is another... That's the one I was going to go for lore reasons, but it works out. So let's grab outsiders. And what else do we have already? Yeah, let's just grab outsiders again. Keep it consistent. Let's make sure all of our spell slots are filled, and we can continue. The casting of that would be handy. Another resurrection would be handy. But so would Firestorm. Winds of Vengeance and... Heal Mass would be fun. Alright, I guess we can do another Sirocco here. I don't know that Tarpool's gonna be that handy. Yeah, they're casting a Sirocco. So you could make her responsible for all the freedom of movement spells. guess Blessing of the Salamander. I don't know. Nothing else there I'm really interested in. Free cast Remove Disease is always handy. They're casting Sense Vitals, which I never remember to use in fights.
This way. Wherever my legs carry me. No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
Can we retreat already?
Watch your head there, Donnie Trapeze.
I'll make short work of this.
Shadow Executor. It's a good thing none of us are shadows.
Rise!
Or else we might be in trouble.
Nothing before me.
I will resist!
Out of my sight.
May I see
Hey,
your
Stub.
entrails, please?
Love rings of protection and amulets of natural armor, but not anymore. That's because they were really valuable in Kingmaker, but in Wrath of the Righteous is a bunch of other items you can use in lieu of them, which is also the case. Oh, what's wrong with me? This is the Arcane Undertow effect.
Now, what is that? What's on your mind? I wonder. I am helpful, am I not?
Trail me.
Oh, man. Not looking forward to this.
I'm here.
I'll
Where
watch
else
your
would I
back.
be?
I mean, we have the solution. Send Camellia in.
It's either us or them.
Selective Metamagic, Sirocco. So you can drop a Firestorm. Everybody else can just hang back. Once he casts Sirocco, I'll start using the ring of my main character and just finish these guys off. Oh no, they're going past my Camellia. That's not good. Alright, sorry Regil. Take one for the team, buddy.
Kneel before me.
Let the attack commence. You like that? What? You didn't?
Go for their heart!
Die, die, die!
Yeah, that was a lot easier.
Slice! Behead! Yes, behead.
Prepare yourself!
Oh, he's still stunned. Well, that is A-okay. It sucks though, because the other version of that ring I want to get for my Lich run, I have such a hard time. Well, I guess with the Lich spells I might be okay.
What do we have?
Oh, that's cool. The chest that's floating in the sky. That's really cool.
Guide my hand.
This way.
Alright, physical form. Oh, it's only dexterity and constitution. Well, still. Doesn't really need strength anyway.
May I see your
Save the
entrails,
last one
please?
for me. Killing is what I was
Off
made
with your
for.
head!
Make your peace.
Man, that guy did not want to go down.
I will resist.
Poor Darren. He's just not having luck with his saving throws.
Wherever my legs carry me.
I feel like I picked the wrong thing. My main character's final level up. I swore there was something else I was supposed to grab here. I thought it was greater 2-weapon fighting, but we have that already. So maybe I only planned out to this point. So what is my crit range? 13 to 20. Pretty solid. And times 4 at that.
Close ranks. I will see to your demise.
Let the attack come.
This one's mine.
That poor guy. Got crit for 265 and 229 as he walked up.
Die! Die! Die!
Good thing I don't use any elemental spells in most of my encounters.
Yourself.
Not that these pseudo-dragons are
The
difficult.
spirits demand your blood.
Yeah, still not the same damage values I was getting in my... Oh, they cast Rocco. Jerks. I was getting some absurd damage numbers in my Cavalier run. Well into the thousands. I don't think we'll see any of that in this run.
Forwards? No, backwards.
Sucks
Backwards.
because... I mean, that's so much fun. Because I was, what, quadrupling my damage as a gendarme on a charge attack? I had a bunch of
Now
bonuses
what
to
is that?
charge damage
You
on top
can
of that.
trust me. The spirits guide me. I hope you appreciate this.
Yeah, I guess the limiting factor in tabletop is that you can't ride your mount everywhere. And that limitation doesn't exist in the game. At most,
can
it gets
handle them,
a little
right?
funky. Kramzuk the Walking Reef. That's quite the
Desna,
name.
guide my hand!
I just probably drop a haste here. Alright, Bismuth, you're gonna take out that pseudo dragon for me, buddy. What the heck was that?
Get it?
Press the attack.
Slave soul? That's not what that was.
With your head.
Retreat is not an option.
Weird, his body isn't highlighting. I can loot it. At first glance, you can't. Snake skin. Plus 4 leather armor increases its wearer's base speed by 20 feet. Greater than a plus 4 profane bonus to dexterity ability score, and immunity to acid damage. That's pretty solid. Profane is very rare. We also get the 30 fire resist from our Knowledge Arcana. Yeah, it's really solid. I can also get for another shirt. I think I got rid of all of them. If I want to give this to her. Dragon makes sense for her to wear. I mean, it's not as much armor class. Oh, it's light armor. I can probably give it to Darren. Well, then we lose the Chainmail Dragonfly, which I think is really solid. He can't wear light armor. Yeah, so this is solid, but I think this is better since it gives her a better chance to hit. This is great, but it relies on her getting hit, and she hasn't been attacked. I don't think. Well, at some point she was hit, but I think it's from the AOE spell. So she doesn't take attacks very often. I'll give that to her instead. Then I could give this to Darren for some more survivability. I do like the Chainmail Dragonfly effect, despite hardly ever using it. I don't have any bonuses from insight to attack, right? Right. So, we'll keep that. Still a fantastic piece of equipment. Let's not leave yet. I don't think I missed anything, right? Yeah, all these are just things you peek through. We found the hidden chest, so that may have been the only hidden thing on this level. I trust my thoroughness. It's failed me before, but maybe not this time.
Road calls me. I'll take the bait.
We'll go back, we'll sell our stuff, rest, rebuff, do the next island. Play it slow and safe. I don't need these. Yeah, this is the DLC, the final stretch of it. The last 7 islands. I find it a little odd that it decreases each time. It was what, 13, and then 9, then 7? Hey, we got the Conflagrant Tacos this time. Awesome.
At first I said, no, I can't. Too dangerous. Well, now I insisted, but I should. I need that to survive. You then agreed to do it. It's so hard to decide whether to have breakfast or not.
Oh yeah, I keep trying to use
Open
those
your
darn
heart to
spells.
me.
An enlarged person this time. It'll actually save us some casting time because a large person takes so long to cast. I could use that time to double dip and get some voltage buffs out.
Require my counsel. Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
More castings of this. Yeah, it's everybody. Cool.
My tail is
So
restless.
Darren doesn't need to cast freedom of movement on anybody, which saves us a little bit of time as well, and some more castings from him, which are usually better used elsewhere.
Great for adventure.
Ugh, the waiting's never fun.
Hey, this casting off, did I? I did.
I will prove my worth.
Alright, let's rock and roll. At some point, I'll level them up. Just not right now. Alright, Aquatic Elemental Undertow. The same effect with the Elemental Pillars. Get Fire Resistance 5. Whirlpools with a radius of 10 feet appear in random spots on the island, dealing 1d6 bludgeoning and 1d6 cold damage to all creatures caught inside them. And Air Elemental, same deal with the pillars. The creatures in 30-foot range are protected from range attacks, getting a +4 circumstance bonus to armor class against them. And they also run the risk of getting hit by lightning.
Make your peace.
There we go. Pillar gone.
Cover me, all right?
Burn! Slice! Behead!
You are today's sacrifice! What a mess!
Wherever my legs carry me.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
What do we have here?
Ooh. Unless you equipped that trap, but it didn't
Hey,
count,
helpful,
so
am I not?
I'll take it.
Kneel
I'll
before
cheer
me.
you on from over there.
A skeletal champion executor. Well, good thing we're not a skeletal champion.
Distract them for me.
Thank you for amusement.
May I see your entrails, please?
Corrosive Thundering Gnome Hooked Hammer +2. A little outdated.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
Now, what are those effects from the Corrosive Thundering? Yeah, so the shock damage... Oh no, the shock damage is part of it. So one of these has to be from the Knowledge Arcana, right? 55 to 77 damage when equipped. Actually has a higher damage, well, because all the different effects on it. Unfortunately, this was sold. Actually, all the two-bladed weapons are sold. So you don't get any of the sweet bonus effects from the Trickster class. So the Trickster doesn't get to partake in his own tricks. That's lame. 471. Yeah, so higher max damage, lower minimum damage. Because it's a higher enhancement bonus. Man, I really hope that we find a two-bladed sword in this last stretch of the DLC, so I can get a bonus effect of my weapon. So it's going to be hard to beat the damage of a holy weapon anyway against all the demons.
Trail me.
Now, what is that?
The struggles never cease. I will. There is danger ahead.
I will see to your demise. Press the attack.
Go for their heart!
Let the attack commence.
Light entertainment.
It is not an
I'll
option.
cut you wide open!
And great.
Boogeyman. A pretty tough enemy in Kingmaker. I don't want to run through it, but
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
I am helpful, am I not?
that's a cool looking stock. Like a black blade. Of course, it's exotic, so no one can equip it. Can't actually see what it looks like. Some more spells in his spell book. But we're never going to swap what he currently has equipped. I guess you never know. Two doors to choose from. I feel like this will probably be a dead end.
What do we have here? I hope you appreciate
I do
this.
really like the mechanic where you click on the trap, the person with the highest trickery check will go towards it, or everyone else stops. Hilliers does not have that.
The heartbeat
Cover me, all right.
quickens.
I keep getting it mixed up. Almost running into traps and pillars. Just, I like how it looks like I slapped him with the sword. It didn't even look like a proper swing.
The
It's
spirits
just
demand your blood.
like a slow motion. How? The flat of the blade. No wonder they're losing. They're animating their non-enchanted breastplates.
This way.
I'm prepared. I must part with everything demonic in
nicely.
me. But Desna, please allow me to keep my lovely,
So
irresistibly
many
beautiful
thoughts.
wings.
So little time.
Please allow me. I shall not be swayed from my path. I'm trusting you.
Oh, let me see him again. It's a shame. We're trying to pick him off with the Rouge line before we got there. I wonder, can we teleport
Who,
down to these?
Me?
No. We could probably teleport in here if I wanted to. Let's see if it loops around first. But we'll keep that in mind. So I wonder if I missed a room previously because I didn't teleport into it. I didn't see any enemies at the walls last time.
I'll carve my name
Now what
onto
was
your
that?
flesh.
Alright, so she spotted a trap. I see the... oh, there it is.
I am helpful, am I not?
It's nice enough to wait on me, so I do appreciate that. So yeah, go ahead, disarm the trap. We never wanted that installed anyway.
My legs carry me.
In fact, they made us do twice the work because we had to cannibalize the parts from another trap. You know what, screw management.
I will see to your demise.
You like that? You didn't?
For those of you who've never worked in maintenance, cannibalizing parts absolutely sucks. It
Forwards? No,
doubles your
backwards,
workload most of the time.
backwards.
It's the parts you take off of one aircraft to put onto another aircraft because the parts are in back order. You have to eventually install on the other aircraft. It's just double the work. And you have one bird that's always
Defend my
down.
dream.
You run across a trap.
Time to share the treasure.
Exactly, Hanger Queens. And ours at one point happened to be Nuts, which was the 00, the flagship aircraft. That has all the artwork on it. Yeah, it was quite the project. One of our deployments put one of those things back together.
This one's mine.
Desna, guide my hand.
What do we have here?
A quick resist +6. Not exciting loot, but I mean, it sells for a pretty penny, so. And we may need money for the skeletal merchant. Merchant. Don't besmirch the skeletal merchant. So is this what I saw earlier? It is, okay. So it did loop back around. Nice.
Now, what is that?
What's in wait for me there?
What's
Okay,
on your
Camellia,
mind?
I'll send you out there first.
Wonder.
Of course, it's a whole other room by itself. Or not by itself,
I
probably.
am
Oh, goodness.
the judge, and soon.
I am helpful.
Alright, get in there, guys. It's a good thing she's very tanky. What is their attacks? Okay, so her armor class is 54. I'm not really building into it. I can make it higher with defensive fighting, reduced person. But their attack bonus is only 23. So even when, unless they roll a 20, they're not going to hit. Right, because no, their attack result was 36. The modifier is 23. Roll 13, so they have to roll a 20 to hit. Awesome. Oh, the pillar. Where's that at? There it is. worst part of those Hanger Queens is every salty feather. Alright, let's take this guy
today's
down.
sacrifice.
Is they just spur of the moment. I mean, I'm sure they had other reasons for it, but you know, not being part of the leadership, any of the officers, you don't know why, but then they're like, oh, we gotta get this bird out there and ready to fly in a week. It's like, well, we don't have any of these parts. But, okay, yeah, let's see what we can do. Oh, gosh.
You didn't?
Think he's salty because he sucks at fighting? A speed quarterstaff plus 3. And a radiant feather. As you pick it up, you sense an echo of an ancient memory. Live honorably, Demon Lord. Today, I'm giving you a second chance. The deadly spell that was about to fly from the angel's hand dissipates. I heave an involuntary sigh of relief, and I curse myself for this show of weakness. Defeated. Humiliated. She stands before me, beaming with blinding light. My eyes fill with tears, but I cannot look away. Her snow-white wings, her long neck, the curves of her shoulders and hips. She is beautiful. More beautiful than all the treasures in the abyss. There's no anger in her face, no hatred, no superiority. She's looking at me as if peering into my very soul. I feel naked before her. Farewell, Nahindri. She vanishes in a flash of light. I reach out my hand, trying to catch her, hold her, stop her from leaving me. But still she leaves. I'm left alone, and only a white feather torn from her wing by my desperate hand is proof of her existence. Defeated, humiliated, but unbroken, I clutch the feather tightly in my fist. Are we gonna have an Arius Lilith arc here? Excluding the creation of Sanctuary? Yeah, everybody knows why, but it still sucks like you're out there, you have your other big project, and you get called off the line. Oh, we have to fix this bird. But I don't want to fix this bird. Like, I just took stuff off that bird to fix this other aircraft, and now you want it fixed. Okay. No, I know. I know there's always a reason for it, but they don't ever tell the grunt workers at the bottom.
I welcome your company.
Probably smells a little silly. A little bit of communication goes a long way.
Let's shake a leg.
Which brings me back to my original point about cannibalizing parts. It sucks. I understand it's essential, especially on deployment, but man. Because you know you're going to have to do that work again. Let's go back and sell stuff first. So we're not picking up a lot of loot. These dungeons, these islands seem fairly short so far. So what do I do with all these items that I'm finding? Do I give them to the greedy chest? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I'll try it, see what happens. But the feather we just found, we have a lot of these other items too. Yeah, the withered ruby fruit, skull of the thief of names, flaming seed. I assumed we were gonna do something with the storyteller, but then I just remembered about the greedy chest. So Jeff, did you work in aviation, or did you just happen to have a knowledge of it? I also don't remember if we've had this conversation before. Hey, did he get upgraded inventory yet? Nope, doesn't look like it. See, but then I'm just selling it to him. He's not collecting it. What do I do with these items? Maybe it comes into play at the end? Oh, missile maintenance. Yeah, the aircraft I worked on did not have missiles, so not something I'm familiar with. We had chaff flare, and as I was leaving, the D blocks introduced lasers. I never got to work on those. In fact, our first deployment, I was on night shift, and a flight was coming back in, and there was this huge flash, just a bright flash of light. Like, it looked like sunrise, and the officer said he accidentally triggered the chaff flare, but the chaff flare has to be intentionally triggered. There's a little cover on it. You have to flip it up, and then flip the switch and hit the button, and he had activated it. So, like we saw behind us, and it threw everybody into disarray. We didn't know what was happening.
A demon cannot repent and fight in a crusade against demons. It is absurd.
That's neat.
Vesna granted me a miracle, and miracles are always absurd.
Yeah, I worked on the MV-22 Osprey. Not to be confused with the CV-22, which is the Air Force's version. You know, he didn't accidentally hit it. He definitely hit that on purpose. There's no way he didn't. It scared the bejeebies out of everybody. Something I was gonna do. What it was. So we'll just
I'll
push
take
forward.
the bait.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see, though. It comes out in a very cool, like, wingspan type shape. So, I mean, it's awesome against, like, the nighttime backdrop. And this is before we had floodlights out there, so it was just nighttime, which was awesome. Like, you really don't... Most places in the U.S., unless you go out, like, really rural, like where I used to live, you can't really see the stars all that well, but when we first got out there in deployment, like, you could see the stars, like the galaxy. It was awesome. But then they added a bunch of floodlights around the flight line so we could see better, but honestly it just made it harder to see because you're always walking towards floodlights because they had them around the entire perimeter and they're always facing inward, and so you're always blinded by floodlights, where at nighttime you bring your flashlight or your headlamp and you can walk and see. And you can see the scorpions out there. There's the scorpions that when you shine a light on them, they glow. Yeah, missed a lot of stuff once they added the floodlights.
I'll watch your
Quick,
back.
quick! Else we miss all the fun!
You can trust me.
Like a fan. What kind of fan? I'm not sure I understand your question. Oh. Yeah, I was blinded by the light. It was unfortunate. I enjoyed being out on the flight line before that, and then every time you looked around, you just were blinded. Like, people got hit for that when they walked up to you with their headlamp on, and they didn't turn it off. We couldn't hit the floodlights, though. Because it wouldn't have mattered. It was, it's not the shape. No, it didn't look like a fan. It looked like almost like wings coming out, because it comes out and they kind of like shoot out and come up and drop back down. There's some videos of it on like YouTube and stuff, so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think the C-130 has a similar like chaff flare pattern. Oh, wrong person.
Tell me.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool when it's not scaring the heck out of you. Also something we always have to be cautious around when we're on the flight line. Usually the panels are covered up, but the mission ready birds had them uncovered, and with as hot as it got out there, there's always a chance of accidental discharge. And if you were out there, if you're next to one when it went off, you were going to disintegrate. That's all there was to it. You do not want to get hit by the flare part of chaff and flare. Probably not the chaff part either, but the flare part was the dangerous one. Or the more dangerous one. Never actually heard of that going off on anybody.
Your orders, Commander.
But there's a reason why they told us to watch out. I'm sure it's happened at some point.
Made to be broken.
Same with the tires. There's little tires like the pop. Again, never saw it happen, but I've heard of instances of it happening. If you're next to those, you get shredded. I mean, same with like regular tires too. It's not unique to aircraft tires. The aircraft tires, I think they have a higher PSI than your car tires. It's all in the cast.
The struggles never cease.
Alright, Spooky Woogie. Third island. We didn't have missiles on the aircraft, but they did introduce a belly gun.
This way.
Prior to that, it's just the rear-mounted
I spy.
M240.
What do I spy?
Open your heart to me. I hope you appreciate this.
It's either us or them.
The belly gun, whenever people talk about their guns on the aircraft being controlled by like a video game controller, the belly gun is that. You have on like a little headset, a camera attached to the...
Retreat is not an option.
No, it's a screen. It's a screen and a headset. I have to deal with it very often. There was like 2 instances. So it wasn't really an avionics, despite the other shop trying to push it onto avionics because it had wires. But they were in charge of all the armaments of the aircraft. But they're like, oh, well, it has wires, so avionics has to work on it. The thing has like 2,000. It wasn't 2,000. Exaggerating a little bit, but it had a ton of bolts to install it.
Am I not?
It goes into all the floor panels. Of course, they want it securely mounted because it's not cheap. So me and another CDI had to go out there, and we just worked all night on it. Because it's the first time anybody in our shop had done it. So they want the CDIs to learn how to do it. So that was our project for the night. It's out there working on a gun.
The attack,
I did not, and I'm glad that I didn't. They did eventually get in touch with me saying they're not hiring for the position at all right now. They said that I can, they said they'll let me know if they're hiring when they are trying to fill that position. But I went down to their office, and it was a little weird.
What do we have here?
I'm not just saying that because I'm probably not going to get that job. I did find another job that I'm really excited about that I'm currently pursuing, but it's for the city, and the has a close date. I don't think I'll hear anything before that close date. Like say hire around the close date. So once the close date passes, that's when they start the interviewing process, as far as I know. Okay, the museum job.
Let me draw the first
I think it's for the best that I don't do that one.
Your pain is my pleasure.
Yeah, I agree. I was really excited about it, but
Slice!
honestly, I think I scared them when I went down there. I just showed up because like, hey, I just want to know what's going on. Can I talk to the guy in charge of hiring? The guy in charge of hiring was the CEO of the company, so it was hard to get a hold of him. So I went down there, and I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6'2", like 220 pounds. There's a bunch of
I see blood.
small, frail people there, and I guess they were expecting me to show up. I didn't mean to scare him. I was like, hey, is so-and-so here so I can speak to him about this job? They all look pretty shaken. Yeah, that's what that's what I was afraid of. But I mean, it took me. I waited like 6 weeks before I went down there. Every time I try to contact, like, oh, this guy's busy. I'm like, well, maybe I can just go there and wait and catch him. Just talk to him for a few minutes. Get my face and my name out there so he knows who I am. And I asked people I know before I went and did that. Like, I'm like, hey, should I go down there and try and talk to him, or should I?
Trail me.
Like, I didn't do anything for that job that was untoward. I asked before I did. Everybody's like, yeah. I mean, that's what you should be doing. Okay.
Precision
So.
and grace. I'll make short work.
That's okay, because there is a better opportunity that I found that I think is a better fit for me. I've also been looking at some writing jobs, but it's hard to differentiate like which ones of those are scams and which ones aren't.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
I have no idea how old you are, or how tall you are, or how old you
What
are.
is that?
I have an idea of how old you are.
I'll watch your back.
You've alluded to it before. You maybe even said
Save
it
the
outright.
last one for me.
I'm actually on the shorter side of my family.
I am helpful, am I not?
So on my mom's side, I have a couple uncles. One's 6'5", one's 6'4". Then my dad's side, I have a cousin who's 6'10" or 6'11". And even my dad's on the shorter side of his family. He's the same height as I am.
This way.
Yeah, we know someone who worked at the museum that I was talking about, and they kind of tried to warn us away from it.
Wherever my legs carry me.
But I don't know. It sounded really awesome, but obviously they're trying to get people to apply, so they're gonna make it sound better than it may actually be. It's crazy. So I've never. Or they're gonna. I don't want to curse myself or jinx myself.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
It's frustrating because once I get to the, I've never not gotten a job that I've interviewed for, right? I mean, I've only had like 6 different jobs. But right now, the hardest part is trying to get people to interview, which applying for city jobs has that close date, so I have to wait for that period to pass anyway.
I'll cut you wide open.
-8.
I will see to your demise.
Ooh, good rod. Ooh, cloth of heavy fortification as well. Jeez Louise. So you're taller than the Mrs. Right? G58 or 5'6".
Shall we move? We shall move.
Smile.
I make
The
one.
world's not ending just yet.
Because a lot of the things I apply for are strictly online, so they kind of have to.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Ooh, Shipbreaker. That's a cool name. Yeah, I was trying to remember my my wife's height. I remember if she was 5'6" or 5'8". I used to know it. I don't know why I don't now. Maybe because I'm distracted by this. I mean, you've got a few years on me.
I will resist!
Let's shred them!
Let's mess this guy up. Let's drop a haste spell. And, did I use these already? So many things in my hotbar now. I keep forgetting what I need to click on.
Killing is what I was made for.
Excruciating.
Ouchies.
Precision and grace. At once.
Don't open that up. Cast this instead. I wouldn't even say a couple decades, like a decade and a half. Bone Snatcher. Yeah, my kid hasn't broken 5 feet tall yet either. That's what does this do? +5 speed scythe hits a non-incorporeal enemy. It deals 2d6 additional precision damage. That's great against everything but swarms. And I'm sure there's other stuff that's immune to precision damage.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Yeah, Shipbreaker's a really cool name for a dragon. Flaming Earthbreaker +2. There's Cold Iron to be a callback to the Earthbreaker from Kingmaker.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Yeah, I'm curious if my my kid's gonna take after me or my wife's side, because the men on my wife's side are also on the shorter side. So they don't have a lot of height on their side. That's right, corruption. I should pop this. Alright, we're gonna get back to the capital, Dresden, anyway. Alright,
This way.
sell some junk. Yeah, that's a cool scythe. That'll be used for my Lich run. Oh, yeah, let's not sell this either. That's a 75% chance to ignore a crit. Braces of armor +7. We'll give that to somebody. Oh, actually, this might be good for Ulbrig. They're making our money back. We're back to over 2 million. I don't know how much I had before. Was it 20 million or was it just 2 million? Almost 3 million. It had to have been almost 3 million. 20 million. There's no way I spent 19 million on food supplies.
Forwards!
So why is Camellia regenerating? Caneberry pie. That's not the bonus that we have. How does she have caneberry pie? What? Alright, so it has Conflagrant Taco, which gives us +4 bonus to all ability scores. I guess it's also her favorite dish. He has fish on a stick. What? Alright, there's caneberry pie. So, I don't know which one is her personal favorite. Somehow we have multiple foods equipped. Is it because of the Trickster effect? Where's it at? The, Lore Nature? Okay, yeah, so every time you rest, so it stacks. That's really cool. I would argue that Lore Nature rank 1 is better than rank 2. You find some golds, potions, or whatever, but this actually gives you another cooking effect. Enough food to cook a common meal that will give some benefits to all your companions. That's awesome. So what else do... So, but it's not the same effect to everybody. Right? Because she has caneberry pie for regeneration, as well as the one that we actually made. And then personal favorite, which I'm assuming is caneberry pie. No, I'm assuming it's Conflagrant Taco. So it's another +5 to trickery skill checks. My main character got smoked trout and hydroplate, or pate. There we go. I should know how to pronounce that. It's missing an accent mark. My cats eat it. So +1 to armor class for a day. What else? He has Bless. He also has Fish on a Stick. Go longer before having to rest. What does he get? And he also got Smoked Trout and Hydro Pate. And he got Grilled Silver Eel. +10 movement speed for a day. And Succulent Sausages. +1 temporary hit point per character level. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was. I think the caneberry... Well... I used to think caneberry pie was solid in the first game. Because of the regeneration effect, but it's actually not that great. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Whoopsies. I meant to come out after the first island to take care of this. We'll see what we can do. Cultists are a bigger threat. Take care of them first. Nice. Oh no, we can't run past them. What are you doing? You tricksty cheater. Up to 355 damage. Quite the range. Alright, so I guess we run everybody else back. Maybe we can take the hits. Maybe we'll just sit here and attack. They're not going to take out this guy. Well, shoot. Now they're going to use their little AoE thing, aren't they? That's fine. We get them back. We need to fret. I just want to avoid their negative energy thing, taking out my whole army. Because it will. Oh wow, they didn't one-shot him. I mean, we have weakened him quite a bit. What does poison do? Debilitating poison. Just reduces its speed for... Okay, so it just can't move. Super exciting. Alright, good riddance, right? Finish him off. Fantastic. Yeah, this is army 2 level higher than my general. Oh, she does have the high ground. Look at that. I can see that she was standing up on the rock. I do suspect she'll level up off of this. Fantastic, because she needs a little bit extra oomph to her spells. She is no Setsuna shy. Oh, I had the wrong guy selected. What is... No. How that happens. Alright, here we go. Yeah, +5 power level. Offensive spells, and we'll just keep her sat right here, I think. Alright, Setsuna, go slay some demons. Or something. Yeah, we should have that. Yeah, if I get to go first, that is. Oh, those are wizards. Magi, okay. Okay. Trapped behind a stick again. Wait. Oh, the clerics are hostile. Son of a gun. Also, I forgot that our unit count is a little lower than it should be. Leave them alone, you bullies. You can't use my morale for that, you jerk. Did he cast invisibility? What was that? Oh, Dimension Door. Interesting. Alright, well, goodbye. Alright, keep running away. I don't really think it matters here. Well, that was rude. Yeah, I know I was gonna trap him in this turn. I could have made him wait, right? It just postpones it to the end of the turn. If not mistaken. Hey, he's stunned. Or just poisoned. Hey, 200 energy points. Fantastic. This army doesn't look super tough. Well... These guys. For more X. We should be fine. If we're not, we just reload, right? Well, they should have elected one. Not my fault they can't plan. Retaliation hit is gonna hurt, so let's run him over here instead. Pretty uncool. Oh wow, there's a lot of damage to the Dramorax. I will gladly take it though. Alright, you don't have to come over here. You're fine where you're at. Jerks. That's right, high morale, sucker. Nah, you better just be defensive. Doing 2 damage isn't worth it. Suna's shy for another resounding victory. Crusaders keep on crusadering. Oh, it's a fortress. Alright, so Finger of Death, Firestorm. The power times power, 5d10, 5x5 area. Is a better fire spell. Channel negative energy. It's all living enemy units. Let's grab that. I didn't grab that last time. I got Firestorm my first run. Oh, there's a little level 8 demon army. Hope we can handle it. We do want to get a teleporter over here sooner rather than later. So our next upgrade, I think we're researching an upgrade right now. And we'll put a teleporter all the way over here. I should have looked at the composition first. Also didn't quick save. Yeah, pretty scary. They clutched it up for a cheaper spell. Even better. I soften him up enough to one-shot him. Can I go this way? And then I can. Wait, why'd they get to go first? I do not know. All I do know is that they have been destroyed. And we got braces of armor +8 and a cloak of resistance +5. Neither of which I really need. Alright, we just loop back around and we have to go down here and deal with all of these. Was there an army that I avoided previously? Yeah, this guy. Be a tough nut to crack. But with channel negative energy, it might be more doable. So if we hit all of them. We'll see. So rest up, we'll head back to the Murky Grotto, and I'll probably wrap up the stream there. I will knock out probably 3 more islands next time. We'll keep this. We should have to rest before we venture back into the.
You had this funny look on your face back in Canabris when you were watching the poor little kids whose houses had been burnt to cinders.
Midnight Isles.
Were you missing the days when you weren't weighed down with armor? Back when you didn't take orders from nobody?
I do get sad sometimes when I see little kids and remember my childhood. Not because I miss the freedom of running wild in the slums, but because I remember my life before then. Before I became an orphan.
I've never seen that dialogue before. Obrig, level 20. He gets Final Aspect. Use her major and minor forms at will. Oh, we don't get anything here. I guess intelligence or charisma? With intelligence. Oh, we have more points. Religion? It's +4 to it. Stealthy is +5 too. I'm not going to use them. Or stealth, so whatever. Trevor, what do you get? Well, I guess. Pile driver? Oh, actually, this works out. Since we're going the bull rush, right? Well, shoot, we already have bull rush. That's a little redundant, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Maybe I should make him a demon slayer next time instead. It also fits. I mean, he was in the arena fighting demons for, you know, however long. Yeah, Obrig is the shifter. Yeah, so Greyborg can use Master Slayer. Because he has Steady Target. Do I need any of these? Yeah, not gonna use them. Actually, lunge might not be bad. I'm gonna grab that on him. I haven't grabbed on anybody yet. I was gonna play around with it this run, and then I just didn't. So, see, I don't have any good places to put a point into. I see what you did there. 'Cause I'm playing a Imitator. I got you. I think the Imitator would be a lot more fun if it had more stances. The whole idea behind my build was I'm supposed to constantly change up my stance to, you know, keep opponents on the back foot. They see what their opponent is using, they can use that stance. But it is fairly limited. Especially since one of them is completely useless to my build. Because I'm wearing armor. Oh, trickery, I guess? Better to me. Yeah, extend, I guess. Yeah, but I mean after a certain point, because of the mythic paths and everything, it's less my build and just all the power that the game gives you. Hey! Resurrect once per day without materials. Fantastic. I didn't realize you could get that. I guess Polar Midnight. Actually, Hold Monster Mass might be worth it. I mean, plus he's a full BAB character, so regardless, he's going to do well. He doesn't hold a candle to my Cavalier, though. Now, at the same time, my Cavalier banked a lot of charging. You charge, you get the one attack off, and then it does the Dreadful Carnage effect, Cornigan Smash, and Greater Cleave. So he gets a lot of attacks, but he is also at 40 levels, so the BAB isn't really fair anyway. This character gets a whole bunch of attacks per round, more attacks than my Cavalier did, and he has a high crit chance, so we're proccing a bunch of... So they're both strong in their own way, so we're also proccing a bunch of attacks of opportunity with this class. And so, overall we get more attacks, and you could... If I did the... crunch the numbers, it might even be more damage this run than it was my Cavalier. My Cavalier could wipe a threat off the field immediately. As soon as we saw a group of enemies, I charge in, one of them's dead. Anything close by is dead. So, I mean, I think someone said that you're playing as a missile or a bullet. Your Cavalier's launching himself out of a loaded gun. I was gonna put a point of charisma here. No reason to put it into these since they're... Actually, you know what? No, we do have odd values, don't we? From the belts because of the Trickster. And we get Weapon Mastery. And a bonus combat feat. Throwing axe. Throwing axe. Throwing axe. Throwing axe. Tentacle? Don't let the, that one knight see that. Yeah. Everybody has outflank. I have a couple of people with ever ready and combat reflexes. Alright, Holy Champion. Paladin becomes a conduit for the power of her god. Her DR increases to 10, except for evil. Whenever she channels positive energy or uses lay on hands to heal a creature, she heals the maximum possible amount. It's not that great, because we fight a lot of evil creatures, so the DR doesn't actually come into play. Bonus to wisdom, I guess. Let's make sure our spells are equipped. Heal Mass. Holy Aura. Here we go. It's a little bit more symmetrical. That works for me. Enio! Get weird. That's all she needs. She has all that, so we just need a meta magic on one of other spells. Haven't I filled this out in a while? No, I gave her greater enduring spells. So we'll hold on to those slots for right now. We will need her in the near future. I don't know what meta magic she has. I don't think she has a lot. It's just the persistent, I think. Maybe more of this. What do I want here? She could Death Ward herself. That'd save Darren a casting, even though we don't use him. Yeah, none of these really matter. Sorry. Oh, there it is. Let me give that to more people, right? Alright, we're sitting pretty. Let us leave. We'll head back to the Murky Grotto and do that next time. Should be able to move our army one more time before we wrap it up as well, so maybe we'll get into another fight. Probably not, though, because I think we're too far away. No, go this way. It's shorter. Goofball. Yeah, let's go send these guys over here for the army. Or for the Hell Knights. We can move them a little bit further. I do want to try this army again. We did gain a level. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, though. We'll find out next time. Alright, I'm going to call it here for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Stay safe, stay classy. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. A great stopping point. We're now max level. We're missing one mythic rank, but we get that at the very end. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hey, you too, Jeff. Everybody else, take care. My screen, there it is.